Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the CC Masters Cup. This is game number 1. We're starting directly in the quarterfinals in this invite tournament. 8 players, $4,250. The quarterfinals are already insane. Here's the bracket for you. Infi versus Happy, TH versus Lawliot, Romantic versus Moon, and Lin versus Fly. Day 1 today with quarterfinals only, all best of 3. Tomorrow, semifinals and the grand final. Without further ado, here are your players. It is Infi versus Happy, the rematch of next autumn. There, Infi defeated Happy with Human. Today, just like yesterday against 1-0, he's switching to Orcs. Will Happy be as good as 1-0 was yesterday, or will Infi find a solution with his Wyvern?
Yeah, I did check out the games, the VODs a little bit, and as I would have expected Infi to play it, it was, let's be honest, 100% lame. From beginning to end, trying to lame 1-0 into the ground, which is kind of what you have to expect if Infi switches to Orc. So, Raider Run by Zeppelin, Wind Riders. There was a surprisingly low amount of Sappers, unless I didn't see them.
No, there wasn't. There wasn't. But it's time for the new emote, ladies and gentlemen. Altar of Storms produces a Farseer.
Oh, true. How could we forget?
How could we forget, Remo? It's time for the Woofies.
All right, get your emotes ready, boys. So when the Farseer comes out, he's going to spawn right away. And I have a specific order I would like to see, okay? Wait for it, wait for it. It's about to be there. Oh, 3, 2, 1, here he comes. And the Woofies come out. All right, give me the Woofies, Smork, Woofies, please.
Okay. On the other side, we have a Death Knight, of course. We have a Tetfiend build order, of course. This build, set in stone, very good against everything. And in this matchup, as Infi is going for a fast tech, Farseer, lame, harass style, he will build a lot of Wyvern. And the most important thing for Happy is Mass Fiends. He played that against Cash yesterday. Was struggling a little on especially the new maps. Or the new map. The winner map. What was it again?
Brightwater.
Brightwater Oasis. Indeed.
That's a grand map. I think we have to change the red camp drops kind of, but other than that, yeah, outstanding.
Thank you, Joseph Leclerc, for the 5-month resub. Hey! Hey!
So Happy trying to harass across the map. If he steals both of the turtles, it's going to be level 2 for him. But it's going to be a Chain Lightning ready. Oh, does he get both with him? Wow! That's really nicely done by Infi. Getting both these last hits makes a big difference. And I'm kind of surprised Happy isn't going for the creeper that he kind of invented, which is going for the first yellow camp to begin with, and then the leftover skeletons plus ghouls for the turtle for level 2. I wonder why he didn't do that. That's pretty surprising. Perhaps relying on the creep steals to get that level 2. But for once, he doesn't get them, and he's stuck on level 1. And that is a bit of a problem. But should be getting level 2 here soon.
Yeah. With the crabs, taking that away, the neutral camps. But Infi is pretty much doing the same with some clarities. More Woofies and more experience. Man, that's a pretty fast level 3 then for Infi. Happy is now on level 2, Claws of Attack. Tier 2, 60% done. Infi quite far ahead, but that's the norm. Happy was very smart yesterday when he was lamed. He immediately, on this map, when he saw that there's a lot of harass coming, built a second Necropolis. That was such an easy reaction and so smart. I like that a lot.
Who was he lamed by?
Lawliot Warden.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so far Happy has had a little bit the wrong read in this early game. He was looking for the expansion attempt, but that one's not coming up yet for quite a while. And so this Farseer is going to be level 3 nice and early. And as much as we love the Woofies, they're actually also really strong before Undead has especially statues. Like, they get countered pretty hard once destroyers are out, of course. But especially before their statues for the healing, the damage over time from wolves against fiends is really strong. So this is going to be quite the power spike here early for the Farseer, and with that strength on tier 2, he should be able to expand pretty easily.
And he got level 3 now by creeping the bottom right-hand side of the map. The abandoned Nulls here. Cool play by Infi. Good multitasking. Thank you, Kicksdozer, for the sub. And Happy is an entire level behind. And behind in tech. So, Infi, did you have a good enough early game to go for an expansion right away?
He should have that. Again, the wolves are very strong. It's only 2 fiends out so far. This can be still a little bit problematic. This expansion is hard to creep. But once the second hero comes out, it should make things very secure for the Orc. What is the second hero?
TC.
Oh, TC. Wasn't he playing Shadowhunter yesterday?
Yes, he played a lot of Shadowhunter with Heal Wave for the Wyvern. But with Stomp, you can disable the fiends a lot if you can level him.
TC is the much stronger late game hero. You need that Stomp, otherwise on equal footing, on equal supply, somewhat equal supply, you're just gonna get out microed like crazy. Especially by the likes of
Infi is switching it up a lot, going double Bestiary Raiders. And Pillage right away. Grubby, are you watching?
Alright. Good old base lane with Raiders. And no
could then Shockwave, right?
Oh yeah, that's true. Absolutely possible. There's still no peon moving out.
Yeah. Maybe
Happy's gonna see this as well.
Maybe he wants to use the pillage money to be able to afford the expansion.
Doing Raider run by lane though is a little bit more difficult with the TC than with the Shadow. The heal wave helps a lot. Oh, the cloak also helps. It's very nice for the
really
TC.
Cool. Speed scroll now to get out. Not without losing a grunt though. Super tanky TC. What an inventory. Parry up, ring, cloak. Oh, dream inventory for the TC.
Absolutely. The only thing he's missing is like Ruined Bracers.
Yeah.
You can only really leverage this tankiness into a lot of strength with the level 3. Before that, his stomp is decent, but not that good. With level 3, he becomes really good. And with level 5, he becomes insane. So that might be the late game plan here. Farseer creeping along with the TC though. Neo, I know you love the Chain Lightning, but I think the TC may be the better recipient here.
Yeah, in this one case, I do agree. He still hasn't decided if he wants to go for Shockwave or Stomp. Option is still up. Throw the
This is Zeppelin time. It sure is. Let's drop that Haunted Gold Mine. Alright, boys. The laming begins.
All undead love it. Stomp, of course, good against Repair as well. And still no level 3 for the Decay. As you pointed out earlier, Wolves pretty good against Fiends. Get some extra experience though. Lich is level 2 for Nova. TC, heal scroll, invo potion. He's at the shop.
Can he go for the snipe is the question of the Haunted. The Haunted is not exactly walled off, which means if Happy TP's into the back, he can get out again.
Yeah,
TC's level 3.
Yesterday we had to unsummon a couple of buildings. But yeah, here we go. TC has Shockwave.
That's Shockwave and 6 Raiders. I think there's no way to keep this Haunted up. Is Happy expecting this move is the question.
Doesn't look like it. Not yet. He has one Nerubian.
He has to instantly TP.
Where's the Zeppelin? I lost track. Ah, here we go. Drop the base. This is gonna be fun. Staff as well. Scroll the beast.
He's got the scroll.
So much AoE against the Acolytes, but there was a lot of healing, but no chance. No chance. Happy is killing quite a few units, but man, he has no gold.
Get Cheese Boy.
He has to sell something. Not sure what it was.
That was the heal scroll and the big mana.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Infi. He has no lumber as well.
Dirty, dirty. Oh, but hey, you do what you have to win, I guess.
And summons the altar to get some additional resources.
Honestly happy with seeing no expansion for so long, with seeing the TC second, with seeing no Wind Riders. He should have been air scouting for the Zeppelin. He should have had a Garg or a Zeppelin, a Destroyer patrolling. So, yes, this is very cheesy and not very fun, but Happy could have done a better job.
And yeah, this is a disaster for him. It's a sign of respect by Infi, I think, as well, that he doesn't want to face Happy in a straight-up fight. He might think that Happy is just better.
Yeah.
But this is so effective.
Now the Destroyer is trailing the Zeppelin. This is what you are supposed to do if you're expecting a play like this. Also, Skeleton Scouting was a little bit off. 1-0, for example, normally does a better job at this. Happy for long parts of the game, didn't know at all where the opponent was. Zeppelin being seen by the Destroyer is good, but it's not enough damage to be taken out by itself. So, once again, the expansion, or excuse me, the Haunted in the main delayed.
That's the last attempt he can go for. He's down to 4 gold coins. Expansion comes up for Infi. Only 37 supply. There's not much left.
Yeah, it was expensive for Infi, right? He lost TP, 3 Raiders, at the very least. And he can't go for the Tiny, because he's not tier 3.
But it's already a 1,400 gold swing. And counting.
Yeah. If Infi can cancel again, this would be outstanding. But the next one's gonna be hard. He doesn't have TC mana anymore. I'm not sure if he has a TP. He only has 3 Raiders. And Happy is all defense right now, as it seems.
Yeah, there's nothing really to creep close to his base anymore. Infi can easily go for the fountains now, if he wants to.
Are under attack.
Thank you very much, Side, for the host and the donated sub to Spiral. Spiral, are you watching? Are you taking notes? Beautiful orc play right here.
Nice to see Mr. Knubbe as well. Made a little return yesterday. Always a pleasure to have you in chat. Greetings.
So interesting situation now. With his run by strats, Infi has gotten far ahead economically. Not yet. He hasn't been able to bank all the resources yet, but he will be able to do that soon. He still has the way weaker army. Raiders are great at killing buildings. They are horrible at fighting undead. Yeah. Ensnares are the good thing they have, but right click is absolutely atrocious.
By the way, the difference in the gold mines is 2,200 gold.
That's a good chunk right there.
What would you buy with 2,200 gold, Remo? If someone gifts it to you.
Cutgas pipe, obviously. and Bibles.
Okay. It's a bestseller, right? So
yeah.
I heard it's good.
It is the #1 world bestseller, right?
I think
Must
so.
be. Or is it the Quran?
Maybe Shades of Grey by now.
Is that franchise still being milked? Do they have new stuff coming up?
I have no idea. I watch videos instead of reading books.
Especially that one is a literary masterpiece, though. Maybe you should. Maybe you should both get one for the next time we go to China.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be lovely. Happy is expanding
going
now.
for a counter expansion?
Yep.
Can I believe my eyes? Normally Happy, if he has the choice between Expo and All In, he almost always goes All In. But maybe that's more matchup specific. Especially against Human, he always pushes All In. Against Night Elf, also. But against Orc in general, he seems to be pretty fond of expanding. And this game especially, it makes sense. If this goes 2 base versus 2 base, Happy should be favored. But the tech transition is coming as well for Infi, so he's not staying on Raiders. He's going tier 3, and with that, better army will become available. And since this is Infi, it could be anything. It could be rah for all we know.
Invis, faster! Chain lightning on the echoes. Beautiful saves by Happy for now, even with the slow on the wall.
Oh, wow.
Can he save all of them? Wow, this is so impressive. Destroyer's here. Dispel. Fiend was ready as well. Saves the Fiend too. Crazy defense.
Yeah, that was very well done. Pretty good micro by Happy.
Yeah, he's stepping his game up in micro recently.
Yeah, I was pretty weak with that last WGL, to be honest. TC's leveling well though. He's level 4. So is the Farseer. Farseer is decent, definitely, but the later the game goes, the crazier the armies become. Normally, the more he falls off. Also in this matchup, but less so in this one than against Human.
Both players constantly in no upkeep. Infi is hoarding 2,000 gold. He's like Smaug.
Oh, he's got low lumber. Oh, Neo with a Lord of the Rings reference. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. The Shade's very nice here for Happy. He sees the army coming, and he dodges the reveal. Smart, realizing that the lab, most likely Infi is going to make use of that. So he should be able to intercept this next drop. It's only 3 raiders in there, so there's really no danger of the Haunted dying again, especially with the Fiends around. And the expansion came up. We were kind of goofing around. I wasn't paying too much attention to the expansion. Was Happy camping over there? Because normally Infi is like the master of canceling expansions.
Not a single attempt.
Maybe it was too well protected.
Yeah, he didn't move his entire army over to defend these little rogue pushes. So yeah, he was babysitting it a little.
Yeah. Dude, when I did check out the VOD fully, Happy versus Lord Light, dude, Happy splits as well. How he kept the right units in the right position at all times. That was sick. Alright, staff in now from the Farseer. He's not in time to cancel the Haunted, but cancels the Ziggurat, and that perhaps opens up a drop in the main again. But no, he's not going to try. TC is elsewhere. He did actually find the Rune Bracers.
Wow, this TC
that boy is not going to die.
So let's compare all 4 gold mines. 4,900 in the main, 2,500, 2,400 difference in the main gold mines. Expansion, 10,200. It's like 4,000 gold advantage for Infi roundabout.
What's he gonna put it into? Windriders, Kodos.
Yeah. Both upgrades done already in Venom Spears and Warsong Battle Drums upgrade. Yep. Getting the double base for the Kodos.
Well. So he could transition into even heavier tech. I'm really expecting Bloodlust here. Or maybe just 20 towers in the middle and get a 3rd base.
We have Temple of the Damned coming. Smart choice against all the AoE, especially on the Fiends, and against the poison of the Envenomed Spears.
Yeah, and this is what I don't like about the army comp so far from Infi. It's playing into Undead Strength, which is Fiends and Banshees.
We had a Tome of Retraining. We have Stomp now.
Yeah, that's
good choice.
Yeah. And again, a good trade here by Infi. Takes out 2 Fiends for... almost a TP I was about to say, but Happy with a Sniper Eye, Coil Nova takes out 1 Windrider. So that makes that a pretty even trade. Infi's so rich he could go to 100 supply, actually.
Yeah, pretty easily. But we only get upgrades for the Wyvern. He's then at 1-1. Oh, smart to go for the defense upgrade early. I like that.
Yeah, Happy also at 1-1.
So Woofies again, but no impact at all.
Oh, I love Woofies.
And Luffies. Woofies love you, Remo, I'm pretty sure.
Infi flirting with diving into that main, but Happy's right here. 1 Banshee only yet. Yeah. Honestly, this could be the best time for Infi to fight for the next 4 minutes or so. Once there's 6 Banshees... Oh, smart drop. Smart drop by Infi. We have, in the meantime, Raiders in the main base, and the rest of the army threatening the expansion. Farseer staffing into the main.
Yep. Chain Lightning coming. 1 Raider. Oh, nice Zeppelin play again.
Yeah.
We'll be able
Happy's ready with the Frenzy Ghouls. These Frenzy Ghouls are really important to have quick response time to these harasses.
Didn't kill the
Haunted.
Haunted.
Very good against Raiders.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Killed not a single... Oh, he replaced the Acolytes immediately. Thank you to our latest sub. One of my favorite nicknames to say. Yaptidi! 9-month resub. Much love.
Speaking of favorite nicknames, Mouse arrived in Shanghai yesterday.
Ooh.
And I invited him to the party group. So now he's gonna party.
Fusion Club all the way.
Oh, Happy. He sold his altar earlier to get the resources for the Haunted. He still hasn't remade it. That's why he doesn't have a Dark Ranger yet. Or a Pit Lord. Fighting this without third hero isn't ideal for Happy. Windrider harass continues. 1-2 easy. Acolyte snipes in the back.
But at least he has steady income. And the mains were gonna dry out soon, 350, but Infi is making very sure that he gets the middle.
I'm very surprised he's not going for a tiny. Happy could easily cancel this. He has scouted it with a shade. He could go for a TP, cancel.
Maybe Infi has some Scottish roots.
I don't get it.
The cliche is they're very cheap.
Ah.
Like the
really?
Schwaben in Deutschland.
I know about the Schwaben, yes, but I didn't know about Scots.
Yeah, the Scots are the Schwabens of the UK.
I thought they just always wanted to fight and stuff and never got along.
Well, maybe it's the same, but people just don't understand. Oh, Stomp against the Destroyer. That was impactful. But the Wyvern are back at the Expo. Happy always so fast, but pulling these Acolytes back.
And there was one Fiend versus one Windrider plus a TP, but also lost mining time. But that could have been a favorable trade for Happy, slightly. But most importantly, it's time for the expansion. Run-bys, distraction, poking here and there, and more expos. And third hero choice for Happy is not Dark Ranger, but Dreadlord.
Okay, Sleep and Carrion Swarm then, I guess? Sleep against the Staff, Carrion Swarm against Army.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the staff. I was only thinking about the TC. Neo, you're so smart.
Sometimes, Remo, I have my moments, and we complement each other quite well.
Oh, that's a couple of nice grabs right there. That's if you want to take a fight. Not yet. Level 4 on the Lich! +4 intelligence, baby! And another Windrider. And that's the downside of Windriders. When they get webbed, and you don't have Stomp stunning everything, they just die really quick.
Yeah, Happy at 74 supply. I think this is the critical mass of Wyvern, but Infi very stubborn. Still going for Wyvern. Still 1,800 gold in the main of Happy, so it's 2 base versus 2 base for quite a while again.
Yeah, and I thought Infi was going to be able to burst into 100 here, but nope. These delay tactics were a little bit too expensive. Too many TPs, too many Windriders lost. Couple of raiders, perhaps.
At some point, the undead army is just too strong, and with Happy's micro, you get the kills pretty much all the time.
Yeah, if we look at what Infi has on the field, that's really good for fighting. It's TC and Windriders if they survive.
Yeah. Kodos can eat. Oh, Remo! We have a Spirit Lodge on the high ground. Yeah. Going Troll Witch Doctors. Ooh, I love this. Most likely only for wards at first, but the potential for the rah-rah-rah-rah definitely here.
Yeah, Infi must realize he's been getting tracked by Shade for quite a while, so this sentry is going to be a big help. Oh, Nova to slow down the Windriders. Okay, we might have the first big fight of this game.
Nope.
Never mind. Infi's going to TP out, losing not too much in the process. Only a single Windrider. Did you see the web? The web was flying behind the TP, but it doesn't connect.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, we have the wards towards now, so the Shade is dead.
A town is under siege.
Oh, Raider drop in the main again. Again, more distraction. Oh, wait, they're all gonna be lost though. Oh, and the Zeppelin! Ouch!
4
That's
units.
expensive!
That's a big gift. That's
level 2. That's like 1,200 gold or something.
Ooh!
And experience.
Town Portal Force though, with another run by, but that's about it. Very aggressive by Happy, trying to get a connection to the army.
And this is also where the Dreadlord is really good when stuff is running away. Just sleep it, catch up, web, coil Nova, easy kills. I really like this Dreadlord choice. Stupid Remo would have just gone for Dark Ranger because silence good versus TC. But this is the much better choice.
Dirk-a-dirk.
Derp. Oh, and the Farseer. He's gonna be forced into a TP here as well. Okay, Happy. When he can afford to, he's gonna miss those surrounds, I guess.
Inbull 7 seconds. It's all time for the TC Wyvern.
But the repair is there pretty quickly.
And there's curves everywhere. Look at the misses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Easy. And now TP out by Infi.
Yep. And Happy's next to the expansion. Good positioning for him now to go up here. Upgrades, by the way, 3-2 on the Fiends. Another nice thing about these mass ghouls, you have a lot of lumber at all times, basically. On the Wind Riders, we have 2-2. And again, Infi is not interested in fighting. He's going for the counterattack.
2 towers up. But I guess the middle is more important. Not sure. He's breaking 2 towers, TPing home, but Infi also. The Stomp was nice to prevent more damage, and he gets 1 tower. Trades it against 2. And of course TPs.
Which gold mine has more? The middle, right?
Yes. Yeah. Infi's Expo for around 5,000. And 10,000 here. 15,000 gold remaining against 7,200. At one point, Happy has to break the middle. Has to fight uphill.
Yeah. But it's still a scary game for Infi. Yes, he has more income, but he's still got the weaker army.
Sleep.
Sleep. Have we ever called the Dreadlord the Sandman?
Yes.
Damn. I forgot. Alright, middle exposed right now, and this is a bad situation for Infi. He's not in position for the counterattack, so he might be forced to finally take a fight here. TC with a nice stomp, starting things off. Wind Riders getting wept though pretty quickly. It's all over the place, this fight. We have anti-magic as well, preventing the damage from the poison of the spears. TC's close to level 5. This would be a big level up. He only needs 1 or 2 more kills. And there's the level 5. He used the last of his mana though. He needs mana potions now. Happy hitting level 5 as well on his DK, but all of the heroes on Happy's side are completely dry. No more mana to speak of, but the Fiends with the right clicks and the Orb are still a powerful force. And what does Infi have left? Losing the next Wind Rider, dropping down to no upkeep in this 2-base versus 2-base game. And
Happy
now
lost...
facing off against the superior undead force in all regards.
Happy lost 10 supply after the fight. Infi 25. That's quite a big statement. Couldn't do any damage in the meantime. Main gold mine is dry. 5 useless supply, but the towers are gone. And he's taking the time to kill the Great Hall. Super impressive once again. But can he kill the Great Hall before he has to TP? Does he even have a TP? Yes, he does. Down to 50%. Slow tower helps.
And the Necro isn't even being targeted. Yes, some Ziggurats may fall, but they don't matter that much. Happy has a lot of time still. The Great Hall is gonna fall, and there comes the TP back. Oh, the TC isn't hit with the speed scroll.
Sleep.
He could be dying. Uh-oh.
It's gonna be a massive one. Oh, there's no TP on the Farseer anyway. Infi losing the most important hero of his army. No mana for Storm, so it doesn't even hurt. And that's level 5, 5, 3. Whoa. Happy is playing pretty crazy. Revive at the tab.
Proof again. One of Happy's many strengths. Even with losing the Haunted, and how devastating is that for Infi?
Twice.
He kills the Haunted and cancels it later, and it's still not enough.
Yeah.
A player's forces are under attack.
He got 4 Wyvern again, but as long as the feet numbers are high, it's totally okay. Yeah, Shadow Wolves are a little annoying.
Yeah, but he's got the Sacrificial Pit already, so he's got more Shades.
Yeah.
And the Shades are the best answer to Woofy's level 3. And, well, I don't know. Infi has to kill the expansion of Happy and to get a new base in the middle. And then he has to win a fight after. That's what he has to do to win this game.
There were 3 towers on the high ground, and still there was no chance for him in this fight. Cornova sleep. Oh no, TP before.
Town is under siege.
Nice by Happy that he moves over the ghouls from the main to the expansion to be ready for defense. Could use another destroyer here. That's about it.
Happy made one rather big mistake this game, not expecting the Zeppelin, not scouting for it properly, and losing the Haunted due to that. But other than that, there was certainly not many mistakes in this game.
So once again a Goldmine comparison, 5,500, 2,500. 3,000 gold lead in the mines for Happy all of a sudden. And this TC of course takes forever, but it's now back.
A player's forces are under attack.
We have seen Infi come back from crazy, difficult situations, surviving in situations where nobody else would, and finding some way to win unwinnable games. But even with those achievements, this is going to be one of his hardest ones.
A town is
By the
under
way,
siege.
we are on map 1 of this broadcast, and we have already 2,300 people watching.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Hello to all you guys.
Player's forces are under attack.
I think that's all thanks to the Woofies, actually.
Stomp, sleep, there's a TP. Has to use it soon. That's another 350 gold, and Infi taps out. Sees no chance, and that's 1-0 as you said it. Cheese proof. The Russian is. Infi did play very well with good split pushes, nice Zeppelin drops. He tried his best, but Happy was just everywhere. And Infi was creeping so much, but still in the end it was 5-5-3. And that shows you how many units Happy killed in these little engages.
Yeah, the one thing that stood out to me, especially after the Haunted kill, was the expansion for Happy came up pretty easily. I'm not blaming Infi. I'm not saying he made a mistake there. Perhaps it was just Happy defending too well. Happy just looking so good again. He's playing a lot of ladder. He's streaming all the time. He's facing this cheese all the time. And it's about being in the right position to defend and to be in multiple positions to defend. Because players of the skill of Infi will not just be hitting in one location, but in multiple ones. And that can be really hard to deal with. But Happy just always seems to have the perfect math in his head. Okay, these units need to be there. These units need to be there. In the meantime, perhaps I'm creeping there. And then he is mostly bulletproof. He made one mistake that game, which did cost him dearly, but he fought his way back.
Happy has never won a series against Infi. That was more than a best of one. So he won a best of one at PGL 4, which is forever ago. Since then, Infi has defeated him twice, WCG 2009 and the next autumn. But today could be Happy's day, writing history again.
Imagine if he actually gets 3 tournament wins in 3 days. It's Happy, so who knows? Stars and Stripes, thank you very much for the €10 donation. First donor of the day, kick it off. Hell yeah. We're still in the first series of the day. The first map was a rather long one. It was, of course, all about run-bys, all about expansions. And despite good plays, it wasn't able to work out for Infi. But map 2, Infi's map choice, is going to be Echo Isles. And that is probably the best map for fast expansion, run-by, and all those good shenanigans.
Let's go for it again. Get ready for the Woofy emote. I'm pretty sure you're going to use it in 2 minutes. 1-0, match points for Happy. One more win, and he is going to the semifinals against either TH or Lawlight. The map picks and bans, by the way. Happy, if we go full distance here, it's Northern Isles, where he could potentially counter-expand. But yeah, here we go. Map 2. Infi again as Orc. Didn't work against 1-2-0. Doesn't look too good for him now. Happy in the upper left, Infi in the upper right. It feels like Orcs dominate the mid game. And I guess against all but 2 undeads, that's enough. But Happy in 1-2-0 find a solution to prolong the game, to get high level heroes, to get the number of fiends, and then just react perfectly to these split attacks. And then Orc just falls off if you go Mass Wyvern.
And
Thank
also
you, Cool Jamins, for the Prime sub. Sorry to cut you off.
And also kind of Farseer. He is a very good hero into the mid game, into the early late game. But once it's 2 base versus 2 base, once all the upgrades on the units come out, once we get to 70 supply, the hero isn't that good anymore. But Infi's playing a very different style from what we saw, for example, in Europe. Like in Europe, we saw a lot of 2 burrow tech, early expansion, heavy grunts, and then mass tier 2 and just defend and not go for these run-bys. But that's a timing and fight-oriented strategy, which I don't think Infi is going to go for. I think we're going to see some raiders and some speed scrolls and some counterattacks and towers, you know, good old Infi stuff.
Yep, I definitely agree. Kind of sad to have the old critical strike back and no Blade Master to see the crazy 300 crits. And this is the no shop tech, so tech starts before Farseer joins.
Huh. Kind of does surprise me on this map.
Yep.
Like, if you go to burrow here, an early expansion should be really safe because it's so easy to creep. But since he's only going one burrow, perhaps going to be a little bit more difficult. As you know, Neo, I'm obsessed with openings.
Yep.
And against Farseer play, there's actually a very good reason for DK to go for level 1 harass instantly. And that is because you will be fast enough to steal one of the trappers with a coil that basically cannot be prevented. And that means level 2 for the Farseer is going to be very late. Farseer goes for the green camp right here now, and that's going to be the level 2 for him. But if the DK steals one of those creeps from the first camp, that is not enough. And that matters a lot. We saw the Chain Lightning last hits, making a big experience difference in the early game on the first map. And Happy normally...
Got it!
No way.
Okay. Oh, okay, but the Acolyte kill. The coil arrived a little too late. So we have Chain Lightning. Oh man, that would have been crazy if he saves the Acolyte and gets the Poacher as well.
Yeah.
Ooh, but so close to level 2 now. He can coil.
How does this keep happening, by the way? It's
happening.
Oh boy, you became very German right there.
I am very thankful, Remo, because we have yet another donation by 5. But he's not donating 5, but 10 euros. Thanks, guys, very much. I'm with you since 2015. Wow, that is almost 5 years now. And a lot of tournaments that you followed with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You have the Twitch name 5? Man, you must have been early. In the middle, now we have the Farseer creeping. That's a cool creep route. This is a Blade Master classic, of course, but with Farseer that's pretty rare. So perhaps Happy isn't going to be expecting it. Oh, he was very close to seeing. He's got eyes all over the map. Now he sees, but it's too late for the big boy.
A player's forces are under attack.
One of mana stealing, pretty nice. Chain Lightning again secures the kill. DK comes in for maybe the Warriors. For the Grunt first.
Oh, that's a big last hit.
Deny,
Deny. That prolonged level 2, but only by a little because ghouls are simultaneously creeping. And that gets the DK to level 2. Happy going super heavy on ghouls. No fiends at all.
Oh yeah. He played that against...
He's gonna go for a frenzy timing?
He played that against Cash as well, if I'm not mistaken. Very late fiends. We get a Shadow Hunter, by the way. By Infi. No TC this time.
Okay, so more mid-game focused, less late-game reliant. And I think that's understandable. Because the last game was evidence that, okay, even if you get level 5 TC, you're not gonna beat Happy in a micro war.
Yeah.
So may as well go for the stronger mid-game hero.
This game, Happy is not out-leveled as much as he was on CH. That was an entire level. Here it's basically half a level or so. Can he throw the coil in time? Nope. These Chain Lightnings, man. Infi has them down.
Yeah. Well done. Taking no chances here. Cost him a bit of mana. Cost him a lot of mana, actually. This was 2 Chain Lightnings. 3 Chain Lightnings, actually, for the last hits, if I saw that right. So that's a lot of mana juice gone. Meaning that now, on level 3, he can't spam the Wolfies endlessly anymore. Shadowhunter will be bringing clarities, I imagine. No!
No.
Okay. Huh, that's weird. Oh, look at the Wolf Scout. Really good. Wow, Happy tries to go for a run by in the south to cancel the expansion, but Infi sees that coming a mile away. That was actually such a big move. If Happy runs across the bottom part, cancels the expo, he buys himself so much time, and that Frenzy Ghoul timing is going to be a lot scarier.
Yeah. Well done, Infi. Thank you, Albtraum69 for the 3-month resub. At least he's getting the Ogre here. Oh, the Wolf almost got a Ghoul, but Happy saves all of it. Murlocs for Infi, no level 2 on the Shadowhunter, but level 2 Wolves available now. Ghouls are all hurt, so the next timing... Okay, he can pull 3 new ones. And got statues now. And Frenzy is around the corner as well.
And Wind Riders are starting to come in. The age-old counter against ghouls. Oh,
Happy has no Wyvern. No web this time. Not a single one. Not a single fiend.
One Wind Rider in the main, by the way. Wow. Infi's pulling all the abuse tricks in the world. On Echo Isles, there's not enough space behind the main for a Ziggurat, so you can't even put up a tower if you expect this. But the ghouls are opening up the way. And perhaps more importantly, Happy skipped on creeping, tried for that run by cancel again, and this... Is it enough damage?
Look, I don't know, man.
It's close.
Only 2 skeletons. No ghouls. Infi cancels it.
Oh, that is such a big deal. That's the biggest moment so far in this game.
Acolytes are still here. Garg is coming as a counter to the 1 Wyvern. Is he going heavier on Wyvern? Yeah, 2. Still 3. Okay. But yeah, the expo cancel by Happy. So nice. Not even using a single unit. 2 heroes and 4 skeletons. And he snipes the Renegade. Okay. Infi does the same on the other side.
With only 2 heroes creeping, with no more rods. Ah, he had 1 more rod. Okay, with that, that's doable. But also cost Happy a lot of mana. Similar to how it was for the Farseer, who is now close to 4, Shadow close to 3. Big level ups around the corner right here. And Happy's gonna be forced to TP back soon, but he is not in fighting shape as it seems.
Not yet, no. Going heavier on Gargs now. Does he have more than 1? Second one is in production, I guess. 2 new subs for us. Thank you, Knopflover, for the 2-month resub. Subscribers get twice the channel points. Good to know if you want to gather them. Sub! As Yuikami did for 19 months already. Thank you, guys. So Infi a little more secure now with towers. Reinforced defenses is done. Shadowhunter still not 3. Farseer, no Chain Lightning level 2. I wonder how good these Gargs are gonna be. He's counter-expanding again.
A player's forces are under attack.
Sends an Acolyte down.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Why not? This is Farseer Shadow play. This is really weak late game. As long as he can expand, as long as he can establish it, that's really good for him.
2 Gargs.
The anti-air lag is still a little bit jarring to me, though. It's only 2 Gargs so far. That's not a lot, especially once bats come in.
Bats!
Bats!
Oh yeah, liquid fire bats, Infi. Give it to me. Tier 3 is almost done.
I didn't think of that.
Don't give him ideas. Oh, I do.
Oh.
3 Gargs versus 4 Wyvern now. Happy killed a Ghoul, Grunt, and got level 3 with that. Infi still 2 towers. Happy is the first to expand.
Ghoul Garg armies aren't as super strong in the late game as Fiend armies are, but they're really fun to play because they're super fast. You can be everywhere on the map at all times, especially if you get level 2 aura. Happy doesn't have that yet, but he's running south here to intercept the Orc forces with Coil Nova and Gargs. Perhaps he has the air upper hand. I'm not sure. Oh, Acolyte kill is a big deal. Nicely done before the TP out to prevent the expansion a little bit longer.
Can't kill the Necropolis at 60%. That's quite important as well. I mean, we see Gargs versus Orc now. First Bat Rider is up.
Yeah, and that's a pretty hard counter. That is the primary reason why we don't see Gargs.
Yeah. And no web still. Dreadlord again. He can maybe sleep the Bat Rider if it's only 1 and then nuke him with Coil Nova.
Oh,
that's a lot of mana though.
Tiny Great Hall by Infi, getting ready finally for his 2 base play. It took him a while, but he's gonna get it. And once again, distract, run by, and
cancel,
look for little bits of damage here and there.
Thank you, Huckbee, for the 3-month resub. And Venom Spears upgrades coming, but no upkeep yet. What?
Infi has spike barricades, by the way.
Oh yeah. Well, against ghouls.
Forces are under attack.
Isn't it percentage nowadays?
Yeah, it is.
So is it better or worse against ghouls than today? I don't know.
Depends on the level, I think. Not even sure what level this is.
Happy's at 50. He's not setting up a new expansion. This could be the all-in. Perhaps he's giving up on this idea.
A player's forces
Oh!
are under
Bad Rider connects. Takes out one Garg.
Okay.
And this camp is so big. Bottom right, the Gargantuan. This is 2 level ups. Level 3 Shadow, level 4 Farseer. And there's 2 towers up already. This is going to be a super hard fight for Happy.
So, spike barricades, do your job. Oh, the damage, Remo. Well, it's actually decent damage over time. But you have a statue behind it. But these Wyvern, they are too many and they are too strong, I feel. With their envenomed spears.
Ah, okay. Happy. This is just a distraction. He did send out another Acolyte. He is making another expansion. I was wondering where all his resources went. That's where.
Oh, he's getting the turtle.
Is he baiting a Creepjack right here? The Creepjack would be good for him. He can just TP out, and this is more time for the expansion.
King of Region on the ground. One guard dead. New wave is nice. Second guard dead. He's losing more, I think. Destroyer morph. One is dead immediately, thanks to the focus. Nova. Right clicks. He wants this one Wyvern out. Shadowhunter slept, so no heal wave. Ghouls are falling. Slowly but steady. It's down to 3 Wyvern now. And another ghoul is falling here. 3, 3,
How is
1,
this ghoul
close to
army
2.
beating the Wind Rider army?
I have no idea. I can't believe my eyes, really.
This is not supposed to look like
be
this.
like this.
Smart choice of giving the orb over to the Dreadlord there for a while to damage the Wind Riders. And yeah, the expansion is about to be up. Happy doesn't even have to break this position. I don't think he will be able to. His mana's running pretty low.
The Dreadlord can throw some carrion swarms.
Oh, the Woofies. Woofies, can they do it?
Oh,
Infi
close.
needs this kill really badly.
Oh, now the Nerubian is ready. And the sleep is here.
Sleepy Woofies? Okay,
Yeah.
not even that sleepy. And now Fiends starting to come in. And Fiends are the kryptonite to this Wind Rider army. But only one so far.
I feel like there's a play with words with Kryptonite and Crypt Fiends, but we need more creative people than us to pull that off. Sleep again. No TP!
Oh.
On the Farseer. He's almost surrounded. But feels like the damage should be enough, right? With Nova, Carrion Swarm, if you sleep the Shadowhunter. Maybe not.
Yeah, this is just not enough punch for Infi, I
Maybe
think.
the punch comes with the Kodo. No upgrade yet, though.
To be fair, Happy doesn't have much left either. But with the expansion running now, production is going to be running in quick. And running away quick is also Infi. Invul potions, that's a big deal. Don't forget about the Invuls. Both not going for the Invul. What's happening?
Infi is super short on gold due to the potion of mana. Thank you, Julian, for the €5. Cheers from Hamburg. Thank you, man. Fellow Hamburgian watching. Nice to see that.
Oh, but this creep timing might be a little bit too greedy by Happy. As once again, we have Infi running in, and suddenly he is hitting with 63 supply. Canceling the shop already, that's a big deal. Happy was relying on these mana pots. DK TPing away to the expansion. But far in the back, smart TP. But mana is still the issue. Another Fiend's gonna fall. And Infi is finding his timing. He needs to make this fight work though. He needs to find some hero kills perhaps. Don't tempt me, Frodo! Oh, and he gets him. Devour the Fiend as well.
No sleep anymore. This looks real good for Infi. The transition to Fiends may be a little too late. You know, the fight's a little too ambitious for Happy.
Oh.
More Fiends are falling, okay, but the DK is stuck and dead, and 2 heroes down is way too much. The Lich is good, but not good enough. Arrows, spears are raining from the sky, and triple kill for Infi. GG, we go full distance.
All right, suddenly out of nowhere, there was a timing push, and yeah, I think Happy for once misread the situation. I thought he believed he had time, and Infi was going to fall back and clarity and all that stuff. That was pretty close, though. If Happy has like 1.5 more minutes, he's going to have 60 supply, and he's not going to die to anything that Infi throws his way anymore. So, well done by Infi, finding the one chance to win that game.
Do you think a second crypt would have been good for Happy? Could he afford it already?
I'm not sure.
It's easy to say.
He could have gone for second crypt perhaps and just stop destroyer production.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm not sure that he needed the destroyers. They were decent against the Woofies, but against everything else, and against the grunts as well. But the Wind Riders were the problem. Hard to say.
Game 3, decision time. Who's the first in the top 4? It's either the Rogue Warrior Infi for China or the lucky future Happy for Russia once again. Happy with the chance to win 3 tournaments in just 2 days. But not if he once again loses to Infi. Never has he won a series against the Iceman.
All right, Northern Isles, our last map to decide this series on. This would be the revenge for Happy if he gets the win here. Infi took him out in next autumn and contributed to his elimination, playing human then and now switching to orc. Quite surprising for me today to see this, but I guess Infi is going to live or die by the Wind Riders, run-bys, echo harass, and expansion.
Oh, okay, apparently we get a regame. Maybe it was the automated start that we get in Netties from time to time. I'm going to get some slippers. Be right back.
Neo with the cold feet again. Yeah, autumn is here, guys. Need to make sure you're properly dressed so you don't catch a cold. So,
I wonder if this is a correct start now, because it looked automated again.
Yeah, they didn't ask for ready, right?
No.
They got this.
You think?
I mean, the admins will handle it, you know.
Ah, yeah. They always do.
Yeah.
So, let's see.
Seems like we're good, maybe?
Yeah.
Switch spawning positions here now. We have Infi in the top right, trying to make happen what he couldn't make happen yesterday. He was playing already yesterday Orc versus one of the greatest unknowns in the world. It was 1-2-0, where he was defeated 1-2. Now at a 1-1 against Happy, he has the chance to get the victory on Northern Isles. Is there any kind of favor going on for bottom versus top spawn on this map?
I think that bottom spawn is closer to the shop. To the merchant.
Is it?
Could be an advantage later.
There's one thing that can make a difference, but rarely does, is if it becomes 2-base versus 2-base, the bottom spawn guy has much better access to the marketplace for items. And in 2-base versus 2-base, players being so rich, that is oftentimes a bit of a factor.
Thank you, MassBash95, for the tier 1 sub. So, Infi, Farseer again.
We wouldn't want to have our last game here without the Woofies, would we?
No. Not on this very special. Isn't today the International Woofie Day?
I'm pretty sure it is. Pretty sure it's Woofies Day. So for Farseer, with expansion, you want to be able to creep level 3 pretty reliably. Again, the level 2 Woofies are very strong in the early tier 2 stages, before Statues, Lich, and especially tier 3 are around. This map, is it easy, is it hard? It's kind of in the middle. You get the first camp fairly easily, then you get one green camp for level 2. But then, moving on to the next bit of experience is pretty hard. Like, DK can always come in for harass, can always threaten the last hit steals. And we saw that earlier from an Acolyte already. Is Happy gonna try again?
Not for the Ice Troll. He wants the Warrior.
It's what you get when you mess with the Warrior!
Well, he's pretty much dominating this guy. And Happy not even trying. Maybe busy with his own creep with skeletons here.
The player's forces are under attack.
For him, level 2, also not too easy, but he will contest the little green ones with Coil. And there is no Chain Lightning yet. Oh, Grunt and Snared.
If he steals one, that's a big deal. Acolyte is trying to delay, trying to buy time for the DK.
Ah, little too early.
Yeah, nicely done by Happy.
But if he gets the Huntsman, it's still a big deal.
Oh.
Again, the Acolyte gifts him the level 2.
Oh, maybe you should have coiled the Acolyte. Both players playing really well here. Playing around it very well indeed. And again, the Chain Lightning coming in. And that is what the level 2 makes possible. Perhaps a slight mistake there by Happy. Once he couldn't get the first last hit, he should have sent the Acolyte away sooner. And that's of course being very nitpicky, but these levels matter tremendously. Level 1 to level 2 power spike is impeccable. And by the way, +5 int on the Farseer is also really good. Things in the early game working out pretty well so far for Infi.
Yep, DK is down to 50% as well. The constant harass, he wants to coil the Huntsman again, or like this cannibal dude, Flesh Eater again. So Chain Lightning once more, Infi on point now.
Yeah. This is once again costing him quite a bit of mana, but it's important last hits. Happy, also pretty advanced, didn't move in the Fiend too close because that triggers the Ensnare aggro. And I think Infi intentionally kept all of his grunts in range so they don't trigger the Ensnare, so he was hoping for the Fiend to walk in. That's like the super min-max play on the highest levels.
Nice
But
Sentry
both
Ward.
these guys are doing very well.
Oh, Happy revealed the Sentry Ward. I guess he heard when Infi dropped it. That was a super cool position to see Happy coming and control the shop. In the meantime, he started this creep, but the Trapper still up. Again, the Chain Lightning. Level 3. Happy again, hardly out-leveled.
Nicely done. This was more than 300 mana, though. We have to keep that in mind. That's a lot of mana.
The player's forces are
Coil wasn't enough, but the Fiend Shot was.
And this expansion is much earlier this time.
Yeah.
This is kind of like the European variant we were seeing from Spiral. However, with a Shadow Hunter. So once again, not the best scaling hero. But this early game has looked pretty well so far. Oh, Happy is trying to go for the sneaky run by. Is this going to be scouted for?
the player's
Oh,
forces are
Farseer is
under
moving
attack.
back. And the Shadow Hunter's ready. And 3 grunts are ready.
Oh, yeah, he's just waiting. He's just waiting for this.
Oh,
Oh, he's
oh, he's
moving away.
starting the creep. He didn't see it. It's nighttime. So, there's no run of Necromancy, though. Does he need it? Piercing damage is good. Speed Scroll, moving back. Hex on a Fiend to reduce the damage. TP, this is not enough. No way this is enough. He just wants to save the Fiends. And he does. But Expo, still up and coming.
TPing without coil there was a little bit dangerous, but Fiend survives. And Happy, not in the best position. This is going to be a really fast expansion. This is going to be a lot of tier 2 production right away. I hope more Headhunters this time. Headhunters are pretty good. But for now we see Raiders primarily.
Of course, Warmill for some towers as well once the expo's up. Happy creeping now. Wants the Nova. Wants maybe a Scroll of the Beast. Mana Potion. Needs statues as well. They are coming. Scout got killed. Solo experience on the Shadow Hunter. A lot of it. Farseer goes for scouting and maybe some more Chain Lightning.
Thing to keep in mind in this map also is we do have a lab, unlike on Echo, so Zeppelins could become a factor once again.
Zeppelin or Zappers?
Players' forces are under attack.
Against expansions. Oh, Scourge Bone Chimes. Will it be a big item for Infi? I don't know. Not too many direct fights. You don't get HP back from buildings. And I guess that's what the Raiders will do most likely. Attack buildings.
Yeah. And the question for Happy now is, okay, do I all in or do I counter expand? Upon tier 3, that's going to be his big decision to make. I don't know what's better.
Forces are under attack.
Happy needs levels. That's what he's desperately lacking here. And with him losing the TP earlier, that's a big problem. If he still had the TP, Happy could be creeping really aggressively and always would have the TP to get out. But he tried to go for the cancel, that failed, and cost him the TP. So Happy's in a tough spot.
Still no level 3. At least he has Nova.
Attack.
3 Raiders, no upgrades yet. At Infi, a lot of map control now with his Ensnare and Hex build. But we got Orb, we got 3 Fiends. No Temple of the Damned yet, but Frenzy and another Acolyte and a counter expansion. But he's just walking right into the Farseer's arms.
Infi, the master of delaying counter expansions.
A player's forces are under attack.
Keeping the Shadow Hunter around as well, who is now almost level 3. And with the DK still not being leveled up. Happy isn't feeling that confident to move out just yet.
Shadow Hunter 3 after this. And Infi is mining. Plus the level 2 heal wave.
Dude,
Why is
look
this
at the
Overlord not attacking?
Yeah. What was that? I saw it as well.
Infi mind controlling the Overlord.
A player's forces are under attack.
Destroyer against the wolves now. Good to have. Otherwise, Destroyer is of course useless pretty much in this matchup. And Web is coming in, so... Happy needs time and levels, both at the same time. Infi is taking to tier 3. And has reinforced defenses. And is distracting.
We didn't see it exactly like that on Concealed, but it was kind of similar in that Infi got the faster expansion, but then let the counter expansion come up pretty easily. Is that gonna happen again?
This time he goes for an early Shredder to not have his resources mismanaged as he had last time. Will he also go for a Zeppelin already? He has 1,000 gold.
Wouldn't it be worth it for Infi to buy TP and cancel the expo? Here's the first Zeppelin. Oh, Happy. He sees it though, I think. He was very close with the Destroyer.
Not sure.
Yeah, he definitely did now.
Okay. He has Web
And
ready.
Snare coming in.
Coil as well, but only level 1. Has to follow up with the Nova, and he does.
Oh, but more importantly, in the south, the Farseer making use of this time and coming in against the Haunted. This might be enough damage, but Happy, quick to react, on his way back as well. And Infi realizes, okay, can't find the cancel. At least he can kill some Acolytes.
The Necropolis is up. Second Acolyte still alive. Right kicks are not enough with the Destroyer Dispel coming in a second. This expo is done.
And again, it was not a big delay. But yeah, you're right. The early Shredder is going to help a lot. And early Spirit Lodge. Okay, I think that's the right choice. If you want to beat Happy in the late game, you need some
have to go
crazy
Tauren.
strong units.
Like Tauren.
A player's forces are
Like Bloodlust. Bloodlust Wyvern, Bloodlust Berserkers, something like that. Shadowhunter, distracting at the expansion. Zeppelin on the way towards the main. There's a bunch of Raiders and Grunts in there, but no TC Shockwave this time.
Temple of the Damned at 50%. TP by Happy. Nothing for the Shadowhunter. Can't get out.
Oh, Hellstone though?
Yeah, but there's also no speed scroll. Needs another Nova and maybe a block. I'm surprised how easy he got out there. But okay, in the main, we have a drop again. Hello, Zeppelin.
Only 3 Raiders left though. One did already die, and the Coil Nova is coming in a moment. Heal Wave though to heal up the Raiders again. Nova slowing things down. This might be the kill on the Haunted.
Yeah.
If it's not successful, this is super expensive.
Needs so much repair. That Infi is just right-clicking. There's no saving this Haunted Gold Mine anymore. And again, just like on Concealed Hill, he kills it off.
There was a lot of Raiders though.
player's
Yeah.
forces are under
He
attack.
lost
this time-
4 Raiders right there.
And this time, Happy has the Expo up already. That's
Yeah.
a big deal to have steady income.
Yeah, this is not as potentially neck-breaking as it was on Concealed. Was quite a bit of experience as well for the level 3 Lich. TC third. Okay. Infi is gearing up for the late game.
But level 5-5, as we had before, is not going to be easy at all. And he sees the Farseer, does he? Yes, now he does. Nice time. Nice timing by Happy. Misses with the Dispel a little. Ooh. Red spot for Happy now. Infi knows where he was walking.
But this is risky by Happy. He doesn't have a TP. I'm not so sure about this one. That's exactly the kind of weaknesses that Infi is looking for. And Infi's rich, by the way. Very rich.
A player's
Wouldn't be surprised to
forces
see
are
him
under
creep
attack.
the red camp top left, go for another tiny, and just mass.
Yeah, that would be very typical Infi play. Gloves of Haste for the Lich, boosting the damage a little. Infi pretty conservatively going for the Overlord, for the Scorpions. Wolves give him so much vision. But speaking of vision, we're gonna get a Sacrificial Pit as well. And of course, once the Haunted Gold Mine is done, we're gonna compare the mains.
A
Okay,
player's
can do that
forces
now, I
are
guess.
under attack. The town is under siege.
6,400. Again, 1,400 gold difference. It's crazy. With only one cancel this time.
And a single Witch Doctor also coming out.
With
Both
Adept
sentries.
upgrade, Remo. Stasis traps. Ooh-wee. Coming. Yeah, it's a little bit the fly build, right? With Master Casters.
Player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, no
Ooh,
TC,
cut
I
the
guess.
pipe!
Not late, I mean. Yeah, that's the best. Probably the best one. Yeah, that's definitely the best one, with him going Lodge. Infi's building the ultimate army. Bloodlust, Windriders, Triple Hero, TC. Very important to have the TC.
How can you not mention status traps?
Sorry.
Ancient Django, very
Must
good
have
as
slipped
well.
my mind. Yeah, Happy gets an aura. Happy needs an aura. Happy's going into upkeep quickly, by the way. He's not gonna be too greedy over here.
Dreadlord, once more.
Yeah, served him very well. Unconcealed. Farseer running into the main, and yeah, this is a full-blown attack. Happy has to TP in, but Infi is not interested in fighting just yet. There's still another expansion to take.
There's no shop at the expo, so he has to go all the way to his main to buy the tiny. But then he also needs like 5 new peons. He only has 1 spare at lumber, 3 maybe. Maybe he wants to go for a bigger army instead.
Shadowhunter's very low mana here, so Infi really not interested in fighting.
A player's forces
Wait, is he not going Bloodlust?
No.
He doesn't have any shaman, right?
He realizes that the witch doctors are the carries, Remo.
Town is under siege.
Oh, there's the sapper. First sapper of the series. Takes out only one ziggurat though. Wasn't that impactful. But it's
Sorry,
more
I
time.
missed that.
More time for more towers.
Yeah, and more time to keep Happy at 60 supply, while he himself is going into high upkeep. Maybe he's maxing out now. 2-1 upgrade. On the Wyvern as well.
TP. Instant counter TP.
And this time, there's a difference here. Happy is not getting the kills in these TP situations. Not like on CH, when he gathered so much experience.
Yep, true.
Infi is a little
Town is
more,
under siege.
like, early with the town portals.
A player's forces are under attack.
Most important thing for Happy to do is keep Infi from getting 3 bases. And he's taking out the first tower here in the north. That is a step in the right direction. But it's a 30 supply lead right now. Infi, is it time to just go in? This could be enough. This could be Infi eliminating Happy.
Would be his first round elimination, I guess, in forever. Nice stomp. Does he have enough damage? Level 4 fast, level 2 chain lightning. Fiend is getting killed. There's quite some mana left. Nova as well. Sleep 2 on the TC to prevent the next coils. He's killing a lot of Wyvern. Is it enough though? Fiends are falling as well. Reinforcements should come in. The wolves are good. No destroyer anymore to dispel them. Infi's still in high upkeep.
Infi's running out of mana though. The TC is mostly dry. He has one more stomp left. The Shadow Hunter has one more heal wave left, but that's gonna be it. Happy fighting almost only with his heroes. The stomp misses. That's a big one. The Lich survives with that. And Happy still has the shop here to make use of. Also still the big mana potion. But this Lich is in trouble and the Lich is gonna die. Wasn't in range there for the coil, and with the second hero falling, this is disaster now for Happy.
Yeah, especially without the Orb of Corruption. What can he do? Level 2 on the Dreadnought, but for how much longer will he survive? He has a big mana on the DK still. Needs to use it now. Coil is not ending up on the Fiend, but on the Dreadnought. So Happy is down to 2 heroes only. Hex GG. Happy eliminated in the first round of a tournament. He just can't beat Infi. With ORC.
Even with off race. Yeah. What didn't work against 1-2-0 will work here. In the first game, Happy looked so good, but then Infi still makes it work.
Yeah. Infi learned
adjusting
a lot.
his style as well. That was pretty cool. Not playing it the same all the way through, but overall the same strategy: expansion, run-bys, and superior economy.
Yeah, at one point, Happy couldn't find solutions. On CH, it was masterful. On the other maps, though, Infi always found some angles to attack where Happy wasn't expecting him, did the necessary damage, forced him back, killed gold mines, supplies stuck him constantly. Infi is just so smart when it comes like this. Not the greatest fights in this entire series, of course. That's Happy's territory, but split attacks, macro, multi-screen action. That's just Infi in perfection most of the time.
Yep. Well done, well done. So, first winner of the day, Infi it is. Happy has to say goodbye to this trophy. And next game will be T8 versus Allied, right?
That is absolutely correct, Remo. Infi versus Happy is over. The winner, Infi will face the winner of TH and Lawlight. It could be a WCG Grand Final rematch right here if TH wins as well. This game was played 2 days ago. Lawlight was the winner with Heavy Warden. Will we see that again? Human versus Night Elf definitely action-packed. That's why we're happy to have the next one 2 times the same matchup in a row with Moon versus Romantic. It's going to be entirely different. I can promise you that. And the Horde will be happy to be represented for the 3rd time today with Lin versus Fly in the end. We take a little break to catch a breath, and then TH versus Lawlight. Hype!